Idaho Champion in the news today. That's ITKO on the CSE, GLDRF on the OTCQB in the States. They complete a work program through lithium projects up there in the Pegmatite-Rich James Bay district up in Quebec. We'll run through the details of the news here. I've got CEO Jonathan Buick. All right, Jonathan, appreciate the time here. Looks like you're off to a good start in the new year. Shift in direction here a little bit. So put another piece of news out here. I have a couple nice pictures here. I know you got a nice neighbor there in Patriot. So yeah, run through the highlights here, the latest news.
Yeah, so yesterday we announced the completion of our field program in Quebec. So we announced in the fall the acquisition of 2 lithium projects in the James Bay, directly north and adjacent to Patriot Battery Metals, who's obviously had some good success, including a spectacular hole announced 2 days ago. They had 157 meters over 2% with 57 meters over 5%. Like, that is a spectacular hole. And that sits at the Corvette discovery on their ground, which is 7 kilometers south of our Charles project. But our program, while we were going from non-binding to binding, we actually flew an airborne program doing LiDAR air mag, as well as had one of our geos on the helicopter going in and sampling the exposed pegmatites on our ground. So we completed that program. We now have the data being compiled, desktop study underway with the geophysicists and geologists, really starting to get a better understanding of the terrain in which we're working in. We do have a very aggressive program set up for this year. We're going to be in spring thaw, doing sampling and mapping ahead of submitting a drill permit. We're looking to make a discovery, and we're looking to have the same type of success as Patriot has had to the south of us.
Yeah, heck of a neighbor there to have there, Jonathan. So yeah, going through some of your images on your release here. So yeah, tell me what you like, what you see here, and compare that to your neighbors and how excited you are.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of different host rocks or rocks that come in sequence around the pegmatites that typically lead to discovery. For a spodumene discovery in hard rock to make economic sense, you need to have 1%. Is typically the going number. So seeing our neighbor having a double on that percentage through an interval of 157 meters is quite astounding. James Bay is known as a pegmatite hosting region, and the million-dollar or multi-million-dollar question for us is our pegmatite going to have spodumene, because spodumene is where the lithium is. But certainly all the rock types that are common in lithium discovery, we see across our ground. And certainly some of the photos that were included in our press release just show the different structures of the pegmatites. So keen to get those results back. We got 21 samples in the lab, and we should have those in short order. But between our cobalt ground and the samples we have from our uncovering of a new copper structure at the Twin Peaks, to the sampling that's been done in James Bay at the Blanche and Charles, we're going to have some exciting news in first quarter ahead of getting back in the field of both properties. Our goal this year is to drill both the cobalt in Idaho and the lithium in Quebec, and we believe we have a chance for a world-class discovery in both opportunities.
Okay, we'll keep our eye on the wire. Looks like a lot of news to come. That is Jonathan Buick. He's the CEO, Idaho Champion, ITKO, and the CSE, GLDRF, OTCQB in the States. Jonathan, thanks for that update. We'll look forward to checking back in when you have some more news to report.
Appreciate it, Rob. Thanks for your time.